Hi Nana. We have learned about Boyle's law. Okay, now we will study about Charles' law. So Charles' law is also one of the gas law which explains about the behavior of the gas. So when does this Charles' law is applicable? So when pressure is kept constant, how the gas is behaving? Okay, when temperature is changed, when pressure is kept constant and temperature is changed, so how the gas is behaving? So that thing was studied by Charles. Okay, so Jacques Charles, okay, he studied the relationship between volume volume of a fixed mass of dry gas. Suppose if a dry gas is enclosed, if a dry gas of fixed volume, if it is enclosed in a vessel, okay, and its volume if it is V, okay, and the relationship between the volume of the gas and the temperature. When temperature is changed, how the volume is changing? By keeping pressure constant. So such a relationship was studied by Jacques Charles. Okay, that means between volume and temperature when pressure is constant. Okay, so such the relationship between volume and temperature when pressure is constant was studied by Jacques Charles, and it is given in the form of Charles' law. See, what did he study? Just we will learn now. He took a certain mass of gas, okay, whose volume is V at 0 degrees centigrade. So what is the temperature of the gas? 0 degrees centigrade, and the volume of the gas is V. Now he raised the temperature. So upward arrow here this upward arrow indicates that this gas is increased, the temperature of the gas is increased. That means it is heated. So when the temperature of the gas is raised from 0 degree centigrade to 1 degree centigrade, what happened? So generally what happens when the temperature of the gas increases, all the molecules will gain their kinetic energy. Okay, their kinetic energy increases and they will start moving away from each other. So due to this, what happened? This gas molecule, they push the piston, so that that piston will move up. The piston will move up. So that what happened? So there is a slight increase. There is before that this was the volume of the gas. Now when the temperature is raised by 1 degree centigrade, so there is a small increase in the volume. So how much the volume is increased when temperature is raised by 1 degree centigrade? How much the volume is increased? So that was studied by Jacques Charles, and he said that suppose if V is the volume of the gas at 0 degree centigrade, now that means at 0 degree centigrade, okay, if the volume is V, then at 1 degree centigrade, that means when the temperature is raised by 1 degree centigrade, now there will be increase in volume. So how much? By how much the volume is increased? So now the new volume, let us assume it is V1, now it is V2. So now V2 will be how much? So here some volume is added to V1. So let us assume this one is the V1 and some volume is added. So there is an increase in volume. By how much? So the increase in volume is how much? So it is 1 by 273 of V1. So in his studies, in his experiments, he found that when temperature of the gas from 0 degree centigrade, it is raised to 1 degree centigrade. That means when the temperature of the gas is raised by 1 degree centigrade, then the volume is increased by this much. Again, if the temperature is raised by one more means now the temperature is 2 degrees centigrade. So if the temperature is raised by 1 more degree centigrade, then what happened? The volume is still increased by some by little amounts. That means here 2 times 1 degree centigrade and 1 more degree centigrade. So is increased the temperature. So again the volume also will further increase. So now the volume, that means at 2 degrees centigrade, the volume will be how much? V1 plus 1 by 273 of V1 plus 1 more 1 by 273 of V1. So that means for every 1 degree centigrade rise of temperature, the volume is increased by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. If V1 is the initial volume at 0 degree centigrade, then for 1 degree centigrade rise of temperature, then the increase in volume is how much? 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. And further 1 more degree centigrade if the temperature is raised, and there is again increase in volume of the same amount, 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So already there is for 1 degree centigrade it is the increase in volume is this much, and 1 more degree centigrade means again the same volume of 1 by 273 value. I mean the increase in volume is 1 by 273 of initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So again if the temperature is again raised by 1 more degree centigrade, now the new volume will be how much? Again 1 by 273 of V1 plus 1 by 273 of V1 plus 1 more 1 by 273 of V1. So like this, 1 by 273 of V1. So 1 by 273 of V1 plus 1 by 273 of V1 plus 1 more 1 by 273 of V1. So from all these observations, so Charles, he has given a statement. He stated that the volume of gas increases. The volume of gas increases by how much? By 1 by 273th. Okay, 1 by 273th part. So how much increase in volume is there? For every 1 degree centigrade rise of temperature, so the volume is increased by this much. Again 1 by 1 degree centigrade rise. Again 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So it is increased. Okay, so like that. So that means the volume of gas increases by 1 by 273 3th part, okay, of its initial volume at what is its initial volume? This initial volume is at 0 degree centigrade. So if of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade, so the volume of gas increases by how much amount the volume is increased? So it is increased by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So what is V1? V1 is nothing but initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, so that means it is increased. So now this much is increased. Okay, so now the new volume is this one plus this one. That means this is increased volume, and this is actual volume, and this is increased volume. So we have to add the increased volume also, because at 1 degree centigrade, the total volume will be the volume at 0 degree centigrade along with plus increased volume. So together we will get the volume at 1 degree centigrade. So the volume of gas increases by 1 by 273th part of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade for every 1 degree centigrade, for every 1 degree centigrade rise in temperature. That means if the temperature is raised by 1 degree centigrade, then volume is increased by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. And again 1 more degree centigrade if temperature is raised, again one more, again the volume is increased by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So like this, again if one temperature is increased by 1 degree centigrade, again the volume. So here initially this much volume is increased for 1 degree centigrade, for 2 degree centigrade, so this much volume, for 3 degree centigrade, so this much. So these three we have to add. Okay, so like this, he has given the statement like this. So all his observation was given in the form of a statement. Okay, suppose if volume is suppose if temperature is decreased, so here we have studied that when temperature is increased, volume increases. Suppose if temperature decreases, then volume decreases. By how much? See, when temperature is increased, volume is also increased. By how much? 1 by 273 of its initial volume. Okay. In the same way, if the temperature is decreased, volume also will decrease. Again here also, by how much the volume is decreased? Here the decrease in volume also will be 1 by 273 of its initial volume. Okay. So like this, the either increase in volume or else decrease in volume will be 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade for every 1 degree centigrade change in temperature. If 1 degree centigrade rises in temperature, then volume will increase by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. Or else if temperature is decreased by 1 degree centigrade, then the volume also will decrease by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, that means, so we can write this statement, all these things in the form of a simple word known as vice versa. Vice versa. What is the meaning of vice versa? If volume is increased, then if temperature is increased, volume increases. Vice versa means if temperature decreases, volume decreases. So that is the meaning of vice versa. So all this happens under what condition? When pressure, under what condition? Under the condition of pressure remains constant. When the pressure remains constant. What is the meaning of constant? What is the meaning of constant? Constant means same. Okay, same throughout the experiment. What is the meaning of constant? Constant means same, that means not changed. When the pressure is not changed and temperature is changed, then volume also will change. So that means when by keeping pressure same, that means constant, same throughout the experiment. If the pressure is kept constant, that means pressure is same throughout the experiment. Then if temperature is changed, volume will change. So the relationship between the temperature, the change in temperature and the change in volume was studied by Jacques-Charles. So Jacques-Charles studied the relationship between volume of a fixed mass of dry gas, okay, and temperature. So between the temperature and volume, how the relationship is there. So that relationship is given by Jacques-Charles. Okay. Right. Now, for example, so we have seen this one. Again, we'll see one more thing. If the initial volume of the gas is, if the initial. So at 0 degree centigrade, if volume is 273, let us assume 273 cc. Let us assume at 0 degree centigrade, at 0 degree centigrade, initial volume of the gas is 273 cc. That means if the initial volume of gas, is how much? 273. If it is 273 cubic centimeters, okay, at 0 degree centigrade, okay, then its volume for 1 degree centigrade rise in temperature will be. So here, if the initial volume of the gas is 273 cc at 0 degree centigrade, okay, then its volume for 1 degree centigrade rise of temperature will be. So what will be the volume? If the initial volume is this much at 0 degree centigrade, then after 1 degree centigrade rise in temperature, so what will be the volume? The volume will be, okay, volume, we can write like this, volume at 1 degree centigrade. So already we know that volume at 0 degree centigrade is 273 cc. Now the volume at 1 degree centigrade will be how much? It will be 273. Okay, that means, so volume at 1 degree centigrade is nothing but what? So here, so for suppose if it is 273, then after at 1 degree centigrade the new volume will be 273 plus 1 by 273 of 273. That means 273 plus 1 by 273 of 273. So how much it will be? So here how much it will be? 273 plus 1, how much? 274 degree centigrade. Sorry, volume, it is volume, cc, cubic. So as it is volume at 1 degree centigrade, so its the value is 274 cc. Suppose if the temperature is fallen, if the temperature is decreased by 1 degree centigrade, because we have learnt vice versa. Vice versa means if temperature is decreased, volume decreases. If temperature is increased, volume increases. So we have seen that when the temperature is rising, volume is rising by 1 degree centigrade. Volume is rising. How much volume is rising? Now we will see if temperature is decreased, then how the volume will be. So that means if volume at minus 1 degree centigrade, so already at 0 degree centigrade it is 273 cc. So volume at minus 1 degree centigrade, that means here 0 degree centigrade to minus 1 degree centigrade. So what is happened? Temperature is decreased. Therefore the volume will be less than 273 cc. Less than 273 cc. How much it will be? Let us see. So there will be decrease in volume. By how much? The volume is decreased. So if this is the volume at 0 degree centigrade, then there will be decrease. There will be decrease in volume. By how much? 1 by 273 of its volume at 0 degree centigrade. 1 by 273 of its volume at 0 degree centigrade. So what is the volume at 0 degree centigrade? 273. So that means, so there is a decrease. Decrease means minus. So this minus indicates that there is a decrease in volume. So actually here volume is added. This much of volume is added because temperature is rising. But here temperature is fallen by 1 degree centigrade. So that means there should be a decrease in volume. By how much the volume is decreased? By this much the volume is decreased. So that means we have to remove this much from the initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. What is the initial volume at 0 degree centigrade? So this is the initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. So as the temperature is decreased from 0 to -1, then volume also should decrease. By how much the volume is decreased? So after removing this value from this one, so we will get something. So how much? So 273 minus 1. So this is 1. So it will be 272 cubic centimeter. So like this we can calculate. So I mean Jacques Charles, he has calculated the change in volume, how the volume is changed for change in temperature. If temperature is increased by 1 degree centigrade, then the volume is increased by 1 by 273 of its initial volume at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, so this is the generalized formula, and if we substitute the values, so now we will get the things like this. Okay, right. Now we will learn the concept of absolute zero. Concept of absolute zero. What is absolute zero? It is also called as Kelvin zero. Absolute zero is also called as Kelvin zero. Okay. Absolute zero or Kelvin zero temperature. Okay. The concept of what type of temperature? Kelvin zero temperature or else absolute zero. The concept of absolute zero or Kelvin zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature or Kelvin zero temperature. See, a scientist known as Lord Kelvin. Okay, Lord Kelvin. See, he applied Charles experimental results. He applied Lord Kelvin. He applied Charles experimental results. Okay, who applied the Charles experimental results? Lord Kelvin, he a scientist. He applied the Charles experimental results. So, what did he do? Okay, he applied the Charles experimental results, and also he theoretically tried. He theoretically tried. Okay, tried to calculate. What did he try? He theoretically tried to calculate the volume of fixed mass of gas. Volume of fixed mass of gas. Okay, so here some gas is what type of gas it is? It should be dry gas. Enclosed dry gas. The enclosed means, so if something is poured, if gas is poured into a vessel, then it is said to be enclosed. Okay, so enclosed dry gas. So what type of gas it is? Dry gas. Okay, so theoretically he tried to calculate what? The volume of fixed mass of gas. Okay, at constant pressure. So he theoretically to calculate the volume of fixed mass of gas at constant pressure. Okay, with the change in temperature. With the change in temperature. With the change in temperature. Okay. So if initial volume of dry gas is if initial volume of dry gas, so he also considered if the initial volume of dry gas is 273 cc at 0 degree centigrade, then okay, then volume, then its volume at minus 1 degree centigrade. So volume at minus 1 degree centigrade. So how much it will be? How much it should be? It should be what? 273. Okay, 273 minus 1 by 273 into 273. So how much it should be? Okay, it should be 272 cc. Suppose if the volume is decreased by 1 degree centigrade, then if the temperature is decreased by 1 degree centigrade, he has considered at 0 degree centigrade the volume of the gas as 273 cc, and theoretically he calculated the volume at minus 1 degree centigrade, so should be 272 cc, and the volume at minus 100 degree centigrade, so how much it should be? It should be equal to 273 minus, so for every 1 degree centigrade we have to do like this. So if it is minus 100 means we have to multiply this value into 100 times. Okay, so minus, so it is removed, so that much amount of should be removed. Okay, so how much it will be? So 273 minus 100, how much it will be? It should be 173 cc. It should be 173 cc. Suppose if the volume is calculated at minus 273 degrees centigrade, so he keep on calculating the volume by decreasing the temperature for every 1 degree centigrade. So finally, so he reached, I mean theoretical, not practically, not experimentally. So theoretically he is trying to calculate the volume. So he tried the volume at minus 1 degree centigrade. So theoretically minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. So he has calculated the volumes, okay, for every 1 degree centigrade decrease in temperature, and he calculated the volume at minus 100 degree centigrade, so as 173 cc. At 0 degree centigrade its volume is 273 cc, at minus 1 it is 272 cc, and at minus 100 it is 173 cc, and at minus 273, okay, how much it should be? It should be 273 minus 1 by 273 into 273 into 273 times. Into 273 times this is multiplied, because for every 1 degree centigrade decrease, so this much amount of decrease. So if it is 273 degrees centigrade means, so 273 into this much. Suppose if it is 100, so this much into 100. Suppose if it is 1, so this much into 1. So I didn't mention it as into 1. So just you assume, imagine that it should be into 1. Okay, so for minus 100 degrees centigrade it should be into 100. For minus 273, minus already it is given. We have mentioned here minus because there is a decrease in volume. So when temperature is decreased, so automatically volume decreases. So by how much? By this much. So that means we are subtracting some value from this one. Here also we are subtracting some value from this one. So here how much it will be? 273 and 273 cancel. So how much it will be? 273 into 1 into 273. That means 273 minus 273. So how much it is? 0 cc. So theoretically, Jacques Charles, Lord Kelvin, he said that, theoretically he got that at minus 273 degrees centigrade, the volume of the gas will become 0. The volume of the gas becomes 0. So that temperature at which the volume of the gas becomes 0, he call it as absolute 0 or else Kelvin 0. So what is the Kelvin 0 value? Kelvin 0 means at Kelvin 0 temperature or else absolute 0 temperature. The temperature at which the volume of the gas becomes 0 is said to be. So at what temperature? At minus 273 degrees centigrade temperature. So the volume of the gas has become 0 cc. So this particular temperature, that means minus 273 degrees centigrade temperature. So it was given, it was called as absolute 0 or else Kelvin 0 temperature. Okay, it is called as absolute 0 or Kelvin 0 temperature. So actually, so from this Lord Kelvin, he said that if the temperature of the enclosed gas at 0 degrees centigrade is lowered, if the temperature is lowered, initially some gas is taken at 0 degrees centigrade, and if the temperature is lowered, okay, if the temperature is lowered to minus 273 degrees centigrade, so its volume becomes 0. See, is it possible in reality? No, it is not possible in reality, because the gas, any gas, whatever the gas is what? It is nothing but matter. It is nothing but what? A state of matter. Gas is nothing but state of matter. Solid is also one state of matter. Liquid is another state of matter. Even gas is also another state of matter. So here already we know that what is matter? Matter is nothing but anything. Matter is nothing but anything if it possesses some mass and occupies some space or volume. Okay, space or volume. So what is matter? Matter is nothing but anything which is possessing some mass and occupying some space or else occupying some volume is said to be matter. So already gas is also matter. So if it is matter, then it should not the volume should not become 0. It should possess at least little bit of volume. But theoretically, at minus 273 degrees centigrade, volume is becoming 0. So that means it is not possible. So theoretically it may be possible, but in reality, so this is not agreeable. Okay. However, this is not possible because it is a gas, because gas is one of the states of matter and hence must have some definite mass and volume, because as the gas is states of matter, so compulsory that gas should possess some volume. But theoretically, Lord Kelvin, he got that at minus 273 degrees centigrade the volume of the gas is 0. So is it possible? No, it is not possible, because any gas itself is matter. As it is matter, it should possess some volume, at least some little volume it should possess. That means matter will possess, or else gas should possess certain mass, definite mass and definite volume. Okay, then that means, so this is not possible. Theoretically this is not possible. Then the question is, so where the problem lies? So here either this formula must be wrong, or else the Charles experiment should be wrong. So which one is wrong? Either this formula or else Charles experimental result. So which one is wrong? So here there is a confusion. So in order to because an experiment cannot be wrong. Okay, because as experimental it can be verified independently, so experiment can be done independently, so for so many times. Okay, so generally experimental results won't be wrong. Okay, so there is a confusion, because theoretically it is getting 0. So in order to avoid such confusion, Lord Kelvin himself, he offered a solution. Okay, he suggested that, he offered a solution, and he suggested that Lord Kelvin suggested that there is a scale, there is a temperature scale. Okay, so the lowest limit, so actually this is, if this is a temperature scale, okay, he suggested that minus 273 degrees centigrade is the last limit. So last limit, last lower limit, okay, it is the last limit of the temperature, so which cannot be reached. So that means minus 273 is the lowest last limit, means lowest limit, and no one can reach to this temperature, okay, which cannot be reached, and hence the gas will never have 0 volume. So because this temperature is not reachable, hence the volume cannot be 0 volume. Okay, though theoretically it is possible, but practically this temperature, no one can reach to this temperature, hence the gas can never be 0. The volume of gas can never be 0, he said. Okay, so Lord Kelvin, he said that, so the minus 273 is the lowest limit of the temperature, and this temperature cannot be reached. Okay, no one can reach to this temperature. Okay, or else this temperature cannot be reached. Hence there is no question of 0 volume, because up to here no one can reach. So hence there is no question of 0 volume. Volume can never be 0. Okay, and this last limit of temperature, so the last limit of temperature was named as absolute 0. In order to honor Lord Kelvin, here actually in the honor, in order to honor Lord Kelvin, okay, so the lowest limit was given his name as Kelvin 0. Kelvin 0. Okay, so actually initially it was named as absolute 0. Okay, and in order to honor Lord Kelvin, so the name is also called as Kelvin 0. Okay, so like this the concept of absolute 0 can be discussed. Okay, what is the definition of absolute 0 or Kelvin 0? So we will learn the definition of absolute 0 and Kelvin 0 in the next video.